Hello students, this is KV Ramana, lecturer of zoology. Today we are going to talk about the continuity part of transportation of gases. Today we are going to talk about, basically there are two types of gases transportation. One is oxygen transportation, second one is carbon dioxide transportation. Let us see, now we are going to talk about transportation of oxygen. Basically, oxygen is transported in the two ways. One is in the form of a physical solution, second one is as a chemical compound. As a physical solution, only 3% of inspired oxygen is dissolved in the blood plasma, which is mostly water. That means in the plasma mostly water will be present, right? There is 92% of water will be there, right? This oxygen will be dissolved in the water. Through the water it will be transported from the lungs to body tissues. That is we can call as a physical solution. That means there is no chemical reactions. As it is, what is the oxygen will be there, that oxygen will be combined with the water which reaches to the body cells. But as a chemical compound, that means in the last lecture I said about that what are the gases will be produced by the cells are inspired from the atmosphere, which react with the blood to form the chemical compounds. So how oxygen is transported as a chemical compound, that is about oxyhemoglobin. It is about the 97% of oxygen will be transported in the form of a oxyhemoglobin. Before going to formation of the oxyhemoglobin, we have to know about what is hemoglobin. Generally, in vertebrates, the respiratory pigment is a hemoglobin. You know, hemocyanin, hemoerythrin, chlorochlorine. There are different types of respiratory pigments we have seen in the invertebrates, but in the vertebrates, the chief respiratory pigment is hemoglobin. This hemoglobin is chromoprotein. The molecular weight of hemoglobin is 68,000 Daltons. What is a chemical composition of the hemoglobin? Generally, hemoglobin is made up of two components. One is a heme, that is the non-protein part. Second one is a globin, that is the protein part. Right? So this heme is made up of 4 atoms of iron in the form of a ferrous form. Iron is present in the form of a ferrous. These 4 atoms of iron, each atom of iron is react with 1 molecule of oxygen. That means 4 atoms of iron can react with the 4 molecules of oxygen. Let me see, for example, one hemoglobin react with the 1 molecule of oxygen to form the 1 molecule of hemoglobin, that is the oxyhemoglobin is formed, right? 1 molecule of hemoglobin is react with the 2 oxygen molecules to form the Hb4O4. Hb4, 3 molecule of oxygen to form the Hb4O6. Hb4 plus 4 molecules of oxygen to form the Hb4O8. That means one hemoglobin can carry maximum 4 oxygen molecules, right? That means there are 4 pockets are present in the heme part of the hemoglobin. Each pocket can fill it with the 1 molecule of oxygen. That means maximum molecule of oxygen can be carried by one hemoglobin is 4. That is a very important question from this area, right? Let me go for what is oxyhemoglobin. Generally, oxyhemoglobin is nothing but the oxygen react with the hemoglobin, form the oxyhemoglobin. The formation of the oxyhemoglobin is called oxygenation. Oxygenation, right? Here oxygen does not oxidized, right? Here there is no oxidation, there is no reduction. Here what is that? Oxygenation process is going on. Very, very important, right? Next important thing is 1 gram of hemoglobin can carry 1.34 ml of oxygen. This is a very important values we have to remember. 1 gram of hemoglobin, we know hemoglobin is a chromoprotein which is present in the RBC, right? In annelida also hemoglobin is present, but it is dissolved in the plasma. But in human beings or vertebrates, hemoglobin is a chromoprotein which is present in the RBC, right? This hemoglobin, 1 gram of hemoglobin can carry 1.34 ml of oxygen. Very, very important values, right? 100 ml of blood can carry 15 grams of hemoglobin. Whatever the blood you take it, right? 100 ml of blood can carry the 15 grams of hemoglobin, right? 100 ml of blood can carry, mostly we can say 100 ml of oxygenated blood. We have to stress it. 100 ml of oxygenated blood can carry 20 ml of oxygen. You know, just to calculate 15 into 1.34, we will get the 20 ml of oxygen. Out of 20 ml of oxygen, every 100 ml of oxygenated blood can deliver the 5 ml of oxygen. That means each circle, that is each cardiac cycle, only 5 ml of oxygen can be dissolved in the oxygenated blood, right? In the conducting cycle, blood gives 25% of oxygen to tissue. That means if you take the 100% of blood, oxygenated blood, in that 25% of oxygen is sent into the tissues. Remaining 75% of oxygen will be remain in the deoxygenated blood. Are you understand? When we are in the physiologically normal condition, our body cells can take only 25% of oxygen, that is equal to 5 ml of oxygen, right? Rest of the 75% of oxygen will be present in the deoxygenated blood, right? So this 75% of oxygen can be present in the partial pressure of oxygen, at 40 mm of Hg also. That means the 75% of oxygen can be present in the 40 mm of Hg. We know the deoxygenated blood partial pressure is 40 mm of Hg, right? So here you have to understand, what is that? 1 gram of hemoglobin can carry the 1.34. 1.34 into 15 grams of hemoglobin will get the 20 ml of oxygen, right? 100 ml of oxygenated blood can carry the 20 ml of oxygen. Out of 20 ml, 5 ml of oxygen will be reaches to the body tissues, that is equal to 25%. Rest of the 15% remain in the deoxygenated blood, right? 20 ml, 5 ml reaches to the body tissues. Still 15 ml will be there. That 15 ml equal to 75% of the oxygen. It will be reserved in the deoxygenated blood, right? This oxygen also utilized when we are going the vigorous activities. When our skeletal muscles are going to vigorous activities, the 75% of oxygen in the deoxygenated blood will be decreases, right? So let me explain about some factors influence on the formation of the oxyhemoglobin. That is nothing but formation, association of the oxygen with hemoglobin to form the oxyhemoglobin, dissociation of the oxyhemoglobin to form the hemoglobin and oxygen. That is we can call as a reversible process, right? Formation of the oxyhemoglobin is a reversible process. That means oxygen combined to form the hemoglobin to form the oxyhemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin, it dissociated to form the hemoglobin and oxygen. Let's say this process we can call as a oxygenation. Formation of the oxyhemoglobin is called oxygenation. Here there is no reduction, there is no oxidation, right? In the next lecture we are going to talk about what are the factors helps to association and dissociation of the hemoglobin, right? Thank you.